thank you for joining us this evening. And we appreciate that you've come through once again on this session. It's not going to be a long session tonight, but it's going to be a very short session that talks to what's going to be coming up. I think more than anything else, it's not about any particular subject or topic, except to talk about what are the issues that we'll be dealing with in this coming week. In the absence of any specific speaker like we had last week with our property lady, who I think made such a tremendous contribution to the lives of many people in terms of what we're about and what is it that we plan on doing in terms of the master classes. We thought it good that again we talk to you and have a just open discussion, particularly about this week. It's a very busy week for us. It's a week that is going to mark a certain 10 in our strategy, in our tri-dimensional strategy of Amandla Mnoto Operation Weleka and World Chamber of Commerce. So tonight, I just want to bring your attention to the fact that, as you know, we've decided to resign from all other media platforms, including where I speak a lot on Nkosi. And for those that were concerned that probably our sect or us to leave, no, it's not. I had put myself a certain number of years being a resident contributor. And I'm thankful for the time that I had on many of these radio stations. It was such a very rare privilege and an honor for me to be able to speak on these platforms for almost a decade. And I'm not all lost. I will still be available as and when they want me to come and comment. But being a resident contributor means every week you have to prepare something to talk about, which we've been doing that for almost 10 years, which is 9 years on Nkosi and other radio stations like SFM and Highway Radio. So I'll be winding down with other radio stations this week. There is a reason to all of this, because one is trying to focus on one's life and focus on building the economy on the ground, having obviously, put out the brand there. And we believe that people have been very receptive. We've had the ups and downs and beautiful moments by and large. And we are excited and thankful for such an opportunity. I was just allaying those comments, maybe and fears about why one has decided to step down from the radio. It was an ask from my side to do so, but we'll continue to work with them. We love radio. Radio is a powerful tool. But there comes a time where you just have to, work covertly and then quietly so that you can achieve certain things without fanfare. So we are at that stage. We are going to be hugely going towards implementation, as we always say, implementation. That's us. That's what we are going to be doing now, going forward. I'm excited about the new chapter and the new era that we're entering into, which era it's going to really be, I believe, very, very life-changing for many of you and many of us on this platform in terms of what we are having as plans. And that is why this week, again, is a very important week, because we are talking about our first golf challenge, which we are going to have. It's well subscribed. I hope my sister Pinky is here. Pinky, are you here? Because Pinky is going to talk to us about the golf that we're having. I was hoping to get the board member of BRICS Women Business Alliance to come and talk to us about the function that is happening. I hope I can still get one. If I don't, I'll just talk to it so that you know what's going to happen therein. So if I may ask Pinky or Melo, are you here? Right. So I've got my colleagues. All right, I'll join, but I want another meeting with the committee here. Yeah, so I will get those people to join. We've got golf. It's the first time that we have golf, and I'm excited about it. This golf that we have, maybe I'll give the reasons as to why I see playing with Sibedane golf as a month of notice. But I wanted first to check my people that I have asked to come. Wait, Tumela, are you in? Dinka, are you in?
Yes, I'm here. Hello, everybody.
Okay. She's the operations manager at Success Resources. And you know Success Resources that we've worked with them for quite a while now. And so we've worked with Success Resources for quite a while, wherein we were essentially partnering as a Damopix and Amanda Mnoto to raise awareness of the good work that Success Resources is doing. That is in terms of hosting very, very prominent speakers who speak about empowerment of people and who speak about, cash flow revolution, the wealth creation events. And that is what we have been doing alongside this great organization called Success Resources. I've got its operations manager, young lady that I've worked with for many years now, Tumelo, a very, very young, surprising woman who is dedicated to uplifting many people through proper knowledge. Tumelo more, hey, isibongo sakho Tumelo, ngathi more, no more. So that's why Tumelo is going to be talking to us about the events that are coming. We always offer discounts for many of the members of Mandam Noto and to come into these events in numbers. I'm happy that over the years, you've come to these events. You've really been so dedicated to grow yourself. It's important that you empower yourself knowledge-wise. We're living in the world of information, technology, and the world that is open in terms of you to not be ignorant about stratagems of wealth creation. And we've had a privilege many a times to host quite a lot of these great speakers like Robert Kiyosaki through this great platform of Success Resources. And I've had that privilege of meeting with Robert Kiyosaki, as you know, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's the book that he's known for. And we work very well with them and quite a lot of other speakers globally that Success Resources brings along. So tonight, I wanted us to have this lady, Dumelo, to just talk to us about this and as well as guide us as to how do we become members, or rather, how do we join the conferences that are coming. Over to you, Sisi.
Thank you so very much, Butgugu, and good afternoon to everybody that's joining today. As mentioned, my name is Tumelo More. I'm the operations manager for Success Resources South Africa. I'm really sorry for the noise here. Butgugu called me in just more than an hour ago, so I just had to quickly get myself together. I've got my 2-year-old son, so that's why you guys have been seeing like a banana around through the camera for a bit there. Okay, so with regards to the upcoming events, we're very excited. We've got 2 events that are coming up. The very first events of 2025. The first one is called Cash Flow Revolution. So this event is actually off of the principles that Robert Kiyosaki teaches, and that people should move from being employed to being business owners and investors. So this event is going to take place next weekend, which is the 29th and 30th. We're going to be at the focus rooms in Johannesburg in Modderfontein. And as Butgugu mentioned, that for the Umandla Mnoto group, we always offer discounts. So I think he will be able to share the links with you guys in his groups. and his various communication platforms. But you will then see that, for example, at this point in time, the tickets go for about 500 rands on the website. But for everybody that is part of the Umandla Mnotho group, we're offering that at 300 rands. So this event is a 2-day event, which we have about 6 speakers, and they will be focusing on a number of topics, some of which are trading. And this is not like your typical kind of topics that you would find, on social media. It's really legit and authentic speakers that are from the industry and know what they're talking about. So the first topic would be trading. Secondly would be property. We've also got somebody speaking on AI, artificial intelligence. We've got somebody speaking on mind power. Another lady speaking on the effectiveness of goal setting. So it's an all-rounded event, which we would want everybody to be a part of. And then the second event, which is very, very big, we'll be having Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the Rich Dad Poor Dad book itself. He will be here in South Africa live in person. I'm still yet to share the actual video with the Gugu to authenticate and really get credibility in terms of the fact that the man himself will be in South Africa. He has come to South Africa before at our events, but we always want to make sure that people have that certainty. So for that event as well, we will be having, some specials for everybody that will be joining. So yeah, I think basically that's about it. I'm really sorry. I'm still a bit busy in the kitchen and all of that. So yeah, sorry for the background noise and for my little son that's here with me. I hope everybody got the message. And I truly hope and pray that each individual that is here in the meeting this afternoon will think about the opportunities that stand in front of them. By that, I mean the knowledge and information that we do not have access to, things that we do not know. If we, for example, choose to stay at home next weekend, or choose to stay at home on the 2nd and 3rd on the 3rd and 4th of May, we will never know what stands on the other side. We will never know what kind of connections we can make. Because remember, these types of events, that's where you're going to meet like-minded individuals. That's where you can actually connect and create collaborations with people that can help you with your investments, that can help you with your startup businesses. So I would truly recommend that you think about this deeply and take action and join us next weekend at the focus rooms, and also join us on the 3rd and 4th of May, where Robert Kiyosaki will be there live in person. I hope my message was well received by everybody. Thank you so very much, and I appreciate the time with Gugu.
Okay, before you leave, thanks so much to me. We understand the little one. Before you leave, so anybody with a question for Boitumelo, this is a life-changing event, I must tell you. You are responsible for your own development. I always say this to people, that people easily go out to KFC, to Nando's, beautiful outlets that we love to visit, and spend 300-500 rand on the food that you're gonna eat, and within an hour, depending how long your processing happens, agro processing happens inside of you. Like some of us, we run quickly, others, they take 6 hours. But once you empower yourself with knowledge, being in the right place with people. I was sharing on radio that how I got to be on radio. It was through networking. It was through talking to people, and I was highlighting my brother and friend, Nhlanhla Mdaga. There were a lot of other people who became catalysts for me to get into the what you call the sort of the environment of radio. So I wanna show you that when you start this and you really move into the space of empowering yourself, you become unstoppable, because you got a lot of energy that you would not have otherwise had from the people themselves. I mean, by the way, Robert Kiyosaki is a friend to the current president of the United States for the longest time. So it would be nice for you that you come and just hear, his views about many things, because truly speaking, we're in the economic, what is this thing, trade war zone currently in the world. initiated by the states, which is quite fascinating for me as a person who is interested in economics and as well as entrepreneurship to see what's happening, what's going to be happening down the road in terms of, the economies, as it were. So anybody with a question for Boitumelo before she leaves?
But Gogo, I just saw a message in the chat from Zibuyile Xaba. And the question is the event only in person? And the response to that question is yes. For both events, they are live in-person events. So you would physically need to be there to experience the full 2 days and immerse yourself. I forgot to mention one very important element, being that at the 2-day event, particularly next weekend, there will be an opportunity to play the cash flow game. So the cash flow game is pretty much like Monopoly, but it's a game that was developed by Robert Kiyosaki himself, whereby it teaches you how to get out of the rat race. And in this game, you actually get like a balance sheet where you would need to fill in your expenses, your income, how many kids you have, what investments do you have, what assets do you hold, all those types of things. So it's a game, yes, but one that teaches you about reality and makes you question yourself about a whole lot of things. So the question to Zibuyile, yes, the event, you would need to attend it live in person. The one that's taking place next weekend, which is the 29th and 30th of March at Focus Rooms. And then the one that's going to be on the 3rd and 4th of May is going to be at Empress Palace in Kempton Park.
Okay, thank you so much, Wile. I hope that was well answered. If there's no other question, going once, twice, 3 times. Thank you so much, Butumelo. Appreciate your time. So we'll be sharing more information tomorrow with people, and you'll see my head there in terms of the information that I'm endorsing this, and this comes from myself as the leader of A Man from North. Thank you so much to me.
Thank you so much, Butgugu. I really do appreciate it. Thanks to everybody, and have yourselves a wonderful Sunday further.
Wunderbar, as they say, Dr. Mirandi. Thank you. Mahomet, Pinky, can you unmute? Are you here? Yeah, we are here, but unmute. Pinky Mguni, the golfer, come in. Right. Pinky, let's see. She did mention ukuthi usemakhaya. So emakhaya kuvame ukuba nenkinga as a network. So I will try and see if she can connect. Pinky, if you are listening to me, may you please open your mic. Right. So, colleagues, I want to talk to that point whilst awaiting this Pinky. We have got a summit. But before a summit, we've got the golf. I'm sure you know that golf is a business. What do they call it? They call it a sport for business people. It's a sport for business people. Sometimes you just see people hitting that ball, taking 5 hours or 6 hours in the field playing golf. It's always interesting, believe you me. And you just think people are just playing golf there. People aren't just playing golf there. They are actually networking. So we decided that this year we have our first golf challenge where we are going to invite business people, companies, and the sport lovers of golf to join us. You may have seen, obviously, that there is corporate ball, 4 ball for 10,000 rand. The date is the 26th of March on Wednesday. Registration happens at 8 o'clock and will be teeing off at 11 o'clock. 12, 1, 2, 3 will be done. And the 5 o'clock will be the time for the gala dinner, where awards and some speeches will happen. We've got quite a lot of companies who are joining us, like Old Mutual and many other companies, Momentum, etc., and some banks who are going to be part of this golf challenge. There's going to be a few things about this, especially during one, in a groundbreaking memorandum of understanding with our friends from the United States of America. And as I've been announcing all the time, what is it that we'll be doing? I think it's important for you to understand that so that you know where we are going, what direction are we taking as Amandla Umnotho. The organization that we'll be signing with is called CASTNet, International Chamber of Commerce. That organization deals with construction. The first C stands for construction. The A stands for agriculture. The S stands for supply chain. Then the T stands for technology. The N stands for natural resources. And the other E stands for energy. And the last E stands for textiles. That is the organization that we will be signing with on the night, CASTNet, International Chamber of Commerce. We're giving you this because we believe it's so important and information that it's going to really help you to understand that we are now entering a new phase of economic development on the platform of Amandla Umnotho, Operation Willika and Rural Chamber of Commerce. Rural Chamber of Commerce and Industry will be the one signing during this time. You'd recall 2 years ago plus, I went to the States to forge relationships with historical Black colleges and universities. And you would recall again that some of you here on this platform have been able to study virtually through some of those institutions. There's over 150 institutions which have been run and belong to, in the main, Black people from the time they started. And that's why they are called historical Black colleges and universities. Those are universities and colleges which are great institutions on earth that we work with. Because again, we center all our entrepreneurial activities and entrepreneurship broadly on nothing else but knowledge, on nothing else but technology, on nothing else but information that is current. And so it's important that Uma Ugule platform, Amandla Umnotho, we understand that we are working here not just at a low level of economic activity, but we are working at a serious high-end economy, and we want you to participate therein. Just a few hours ago, I posted something that has to do with the economy of South Africa. And it was on my WhatsApp status, of course, and our Facebook page, Amandla Umnotho. That talks to the list of South African provinces according to GDP in terms of their contribution to the gross domestic product. And we've got Gauteng posting $134 billion. These are very huge numbers that the province of Gauteng surpasses even a lot of other countries in the continent whose GDP is far less than that. I won't mention those countries, but you just know. And KwaZulu-Natal has been consistently number 2 with 65 or $64 billion in terms of economic output on the gross domestic product. And we've got the Western Cape, which is now number 3 at $58 billion. And we've got the Mpumalanga province sitting at $32 billion in terms of the output. Limpopo following as number 5 at $31 billion. And Eastern Cape trailing at number 6 at $30 billion. And Northwest sitting at $26 billion. Free State sitting at $20 billion. And Northern Cape sitting at $9 billion. So why is this information important? This information is important because whatever we are doing on this particular platform has got to do with all of these indicators and their contribution to the economic activity, but importantly, what you and I are doing towards that particular contribution to be able to deal with issues of, number 1, creating our own wealth, and number 2, making sure that we create employment and decimate this scourge of poverty, inequality, of course, and unemployment. It's very important for you to understand that when we are doing this golf, it's not about anything else but bringing corporates, bringing partners, bringing people who are going to be part and parcel of our journey as we go through this trajectory of trying to emancipate ourselves. Many of these people are not found just loitering elsewhere, but they are found where you create an environment that is good and conducive and relaxed for them to interact with you. Money in South Africa is in abundance, I can tell that, but money is not just going to flow to you without you creating a pipe and decorum and decency and ability for you to bring that money through. All the projects in terms of the towns and cities and rural areas, in terms of the gated estates, as an example, like Tobe and I are leading that particular process, are going to be realized and materializing, all because we are partnering with the relevant people and partners. And if you are called upon to come to these golf events, understand that it's for one reason and one reason only. That 500 rand, even if you don't know how to play golf, fine, you're not going to be there during the day. But come in the evening and be part of the proceedings and interact and network. There are many people here on this platform who have found partners, who have started businesses. They are starting businesses, all because they found partners on such a platform where we are saying, come, let's talk. Unfortunately, it's only 420, 130 people. We've got 70 golfers, up to 80, I think. And then all of them will be in the evening session when we are now ending the awards, talking about our vision, as well as interacting and having a very nice session where we're talking and eating and dining and doing all sorts of things like that. So please, it's 500 rand. We've got a space. We still have a space for 40 or so people who would like to come. And it's going to fill up fast, believe you me, just for you to be there and meet all these people from overseas. We'll be having people from Dubai. I'm praying that their visa gets sorted tomorrow. Remember, Frank, I don't want even to tell you more about who else will be there, because it's serious big people who you would love to meet, because those people, some of them belong to organizations like BlackRock and others that are going to partner with us in driving the economy, and many other key individuals that you would like to meet. And that's a golf session for this coming Wednesday, 26th of March in Durban at Umhlali Golf Place. That's where we are going to be meeting. Right, Mhlali Country Club. And if you want to know more about this, contact Pinky Nguni on 078 311 5442. 078 311 5442. She is a golfer. She is our golf coordinator. She's helping in that regard with all of these things. Thank you so much. Any question before we move? Good. It means there's a Shire corner, unless somebody wants to ask a question. Then we've got, moving to the last. The last part is the summit, BRICS Agri Investment and Trade Summit. This is a session, obviously, by BRICS WBA, brought to you by BRICS Women Business Alliance, where we are going to be having Ruby Sina, the president of the BRICS Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Women Empowerment Vertical, and His Excellency, the former President Jacob Zuma of the Republic of South Africa. So there will be a lot of speakers, including our friends from the States and others from other continents. We're going to be part and parcel of this. I would have hoped for the presence of the chair, but I understand they are working the ground to get this conference off the ground. As such, they could not be with us. I do know that a lot of people have been asking me about the prize and how to get in there. It is, as I've said, the BRICS WBA event. And as we hosted Auslebo Zulu the other time on this platform, we've kind of tried to negotiate to get people from yourselves, for instance, to pay less for this particular conference. I don't have details right now, so I would not venture to give you how much, but it's from that 8,000, it's now coming down to 1,000 or a couple of thousands. I'm going to share this with you through their permission once they have shared with me what is it that they finally agreed upon to get you to participate as members of Mandla Mlota. No others have actually moved in to pay or participate through the link. I will share with you the link for the particular conference, which means on the 27th and the 29th. It's going to be 2 days now instead of 3 days. And the third day, 29th, I understand it's going to be an excursion, which is going to be for people to go visit places around, especially for the visitors around Devon who would like to go and know and understand what's happening around. Of course, I am a little bit not speaking freely because I'd hope that one of the board members would be here to explain, but they passed an apology to say they are busy, but they will share the information which I will distribute to you. Right, so that's all for today. Any question that you have, colleagues? We are still going to have our own talks and other speakers who are going to be invited. But if you've got any question that you want to pose, we're more than happy to welcome those questions. Yeah, so we are continuing with our turmeric. We will be having Mr. Magumbe coming for the last session in Gauteng. I think next week, first week of next month, which is April. And there are people who have requested for him to come to KwaZulu-Natal. I think as soon as we are done with those people and we clear we are going to talk to you and get Mr. Magumbe to come for the very last. And people are busy preparing for their planting of turmeric. And by next week as well, you'll be made aware as to when is our property master. Before I close, Mina and Tletele, you want to say something?
Yeah, but nonkosi ninjani?
Khona kunjani?
Siyaphila baba. So buza for the second session here Gauteng, if you are there can you attend? Noma it's only for those who didn't attend.
Ukhuluma ngani turmeric?
Yeah.
Oh, why attend the session those
Yes, ngangikhona the first one.
ufuna ukukhokha omunye futhi 2.5?
No, ngiyabuza baba ukuthi mawuthi awukhona kumele uphinde ukhiphe omunye noma ungafika.
No. It's for the people like that abasha shaput.
Oh, abasha ne. Oh,
Abasha
okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Siyabonga mashinini. I hope uqeshile lapha Soweto. Bheki Mathenjo. Thank you, my brother. Baba Matela. Dr. Mare, hope all is good. Otherwise,
thank you.
Yes, that's good. Otherwise, I guess everything else. No, but Tim. And I'm just sampling names, Fisom Leche, and everybody else. Thank you so much for joining in, colleagues. I said it's not going to be a long session, and I'm glad we're just finishing it off now. Please, our sessions are available on Amandla Umnoto TV on YouTube. Stella Nhambe, your subscriber, share the link, and please help us to raise the numbers there on the Amandla Umnoto TV. Many things are coming, and we'll be updating you about what next. Thank you. Good evening.